Fireworks. We love them. They're fun to watch, especially in a few days when we get to the 4th, because they're the biggest ones. But some may choose to light their own firecrackers, and of course, that always comes with some risks, even if they're safe and sane, right?
Right, absolutely.
So Derek Wing from PEMCO Insurance is with us now with more on that. Hey, thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So many cities have now said no fireworks, not even the safe and sane ones.
Right, right.
So why people are still using them?
They are, you know, so we like to jokingly say that fireworks are kind of like sushi. People either love them or they hate them.
Yes.
And PEMCO did a poll not too long ago and discovered that about 1/3 of people in the Northwest that we talked to say that they do set off fireworks around 4th of July, and a surprisingly a smaller percentage of them actually light them off whether or not they know if it's legal in their communities.
And that is so true about what you said about sushi. Because people love them. I actually am a little bit on the fence because my neighbor lights them off sometimes, and they're pretty cool. But then it is scary because it can be dangerous. But if, let's say, someone is unsure about where they are in their community, how can they find out? Are we incorporated? Are we allowed to have fireworks? Yeah,
good question. The best way to find out is to just check your local city or county's website. I actually did that this morning prior to our interview to find out whether or not it was legal in my community. It is not. But, you know, that's the best way to do that in order to make sure that you and everyone around you is safe.
Does it, okay, so, you know, the biggest concern is, you know, people when they shoot off those bottle rockets, those make me cringe all the time, because how many stories have we done on a house catches fire because of an errant bottle rocket?
Right.
How can you protect your home from that? Should I hose down my roof? Or?
Well, yeah, so that's the thing. Even though it might be illegal in your community, and even though you may not be the ones that are setting off fireworks, there might be some neighbors that are doing it. And so PEMCO's got some tips that we encourage people to follow in advance of making sure and protecting your home. The first thing is water your landscape thoroughly. So you don't want your grass to be fuel for a fire if there's an errant bottle rocket or whatever. Second thing is to clean your gutters. Sometimes there are dried leaves or pine needles. Same kind of situation. You don't want to start a fire that way. The third thing that you want to do is just spray down your roofs and your decks. Just to kind of get them a little wet so that an errant firework or bottle rocket is not going to start a fire that way. Another idea that we have, put your car in the garage, because you don't want your car to get damaged if a firework hits it or lands on it. Protect firewood stacks. If you have firewood stacks, put a protective tarp, a fireproof tarp over it. And then the last thing is just bring in your patio furniture, because nobody likes to sit down or see scorched patio furniture.
You know, these are all things I had not even really thought of. I mean, I've thought about, you know, watering everything down outside. But the patio furniture, I would be so angry. There would be no end to my anger if I found that
Probably pretty hard to clean, too.
Yeah, you know, and you ruin it, too.
Right, right.
And so what happens if, let's say, something does happen? Let's say you get a ticket for lighting off fireworks, because they are patrolling, and I've heard more readily this year than in the past years. What happens? Does that make your home insurance go up?
It possibly could. I mean, I think that the best advice that we would pass along is follow the law. You know, just be safe, just be sane about it. You know, I mean, obviously July 4th is a time when you want to go out and celebrate, but, you know, there's nothing worse than having that marred by an unexpected trip to the emergency room or having to call the fire department in your area or getting a ticket.
Just not worth it sometimes.
Exactly.
And I'm a loosey law abider. I don't want to get in trouble with anything.
Well, that's good.
Well, thank you, Derek. Thanks for those tips.